Hey boys, I just took a sink shower. I gotta do emails, but I might do it later on tonight. It's 9:40, but I'm going to do lessons. So I was doing on my phone, and I was toggling back and forth, and I could only see like certain of them. So I was doing it like day by day. But now I just realized I could have done this a while ago, but I just sent the notes of the lessons of the day to my email. So I have them all. And I would like to do a slideshow of just the text, so no commentary or reason behind it. It's just the text part, and every slideshow is the text. So that might be like an hour, because man, there's a lot of them. So that'll be cool to kind of condense it into like an hour or something, or maybe even less, but we'll see. And then also, now that I have it on my laptop or my email, I can read it and I can do the video, so I don't have to toggle back and forth, and pretty cool. So I gotta answer the email for the Spectrum. They're doing the grant. I don't know if I told you, but man, I feel weird without the ring, man. But yeah, they gave me a grant for being Mexican and an entrepreneur. So, and $7,500 they're gonna give me for advertising. So he's getting it ready, and I have to look at it and approve it. I have to send him some pictures, so they can readjust or make another commercial. So I have to read that. But let's do the lessons of the day. Let me go in it here. It says iCloud. Hopefully it just share via iCloud. Sign into your iCloud. I don't know if I have an iCloud, or I probably do, but I don't know what it is. We will see. I have one saved, so I don't know the email to it. Can sign in with passkey. Requires a device. I don't know. You may not. Well, has the password already saved? We'll see. Let's see. I'll allow it. Oops. So I have to enter the verification code on the web. Sign in. If you can't, oh, right there. So 549250. Trust. I don't know if you can. Oh, it's still recording. Cool. So let's see. I signed in somehow, but cool. I can see it now. All right. So lessons of the day, man. I did a lot of them right here. Let me show you real quick. So lessons of the day, right here. Everything that says "ya" right there, that means I already talked about it. So I was doing one by one. Did all of those. And then I wrote new ones, basically post plate. And did those. I'm getting close to it right there. So if you're quick to anger, you will never develop a strategy that favors you. So I think that was the last one I talked about. So I'm gonna talk a lot about them. I know I'm at the 4-minute mark, but might as well talk about them. And like I said, I'll probably do lessons of the day on the text in the text part, and then also the video part. The video part will be a lot longer, maybe an hour and a half, but that would be cool to put it all in one. So it may be quicker. I won't go as long-winded as I normally do here, and because it's spread out, but I do want to have it recorded on one video of all of them. So that will be my next project. I just uploaded a video on YouTube about your mom and I talked August 20th of that same year of 2023. And well, August, September, October, November. 3 months later, the plate incident happened. And we were talking about how we were just getting tired. She wanted me to help, and I was kind of worried because I'm like, wow, she never asked for help. So what is it? There's something more about it. And it's weird how you look back and you're like, man, I knew there was a sign that she wasn't happy. And I even talked about her leaving me. Look at it. I'm telling you, boys, I hate being right. It's not good. I wish I'd never read into these things. I wish I was just dumb. But anyways, let me continue on. So, believe that God will bring us together one day, even when it seems unlikely. Did I talk about this already? I feel like I did, but we'll talk about it again. If anything, I'm repeating 5 of them, but there's so many of them, so I'll be happy to talk about them. It's always good to practice with them. So, I hope so, man. I really, make this a little, there you go. I hope so. I don't know if that's possible. Now, this was before your mom wanted to divorce me. So, I don't know, boys. But if she ever wants to get back together, I'll do it in a heartbeat. Because I always love her, man. Always love her. Because I always love my family. She's my only family I got. You guys are my only family I got. So, chastity is a powerful tool. That's how I'm surviving now. I would be hell. With my charm, I know your mom doesn't think too much about it because she has her own reserves. But with any other woman, I can be very charmful. I can be very clever. And they like it. Why? Because I've done it before. And recently. Like, it's easy. And I don't know why. Based on my business skills, I incorporate it into relationships, and it's crazy. It's like I'm cheating. Well, literally I'm cheating, but I feel like I know the playbook on how to speak to women. I pause, I look at them, I get closer, I do all these little things that I've done for your mother. She never appreciated them. But unfortunately, there are women that I wouldn't say appreciate because they're all fake, but they will pounce on it. But I chose never to take it to the next level because I just can't. But I remember when I told you guys about the club, the first date, and like, it was easy to talk to him. It just sucks, man. But I don't take that move because I don't let my sex drive control me, which many men do. I never had any problem of staying faithful to your mother because I knew it. I took control of my sexuality. I never let it conquer me. And many tough men are weak because they let that conquer them. So it's a very powerful tool, especially in business, especially obviously in relationship, because you're becoming more of a one family. That's very powerful. So it's a very powerful tool. I would suggest learn that because it's very hard, boys. No pun intended. It's very difficult to understand your sexuality, to understand your sex drive, because women are gorgeous. Women are amazing. People go to war over women. People kill over women. Like, do harmful, mean things because a woman wants them to do something. Like, if you can't control it, and there are very evil women out there that take advantage of that. So please be careful. I've watched too many YouTube videos where so many cases happen like that because they think they like this woman. The woman doesn't even care about them. So they know how to take advantage of it. But at the very least, you you hurt people. At the very most, you definitely hurt them. So it's good talking to it's good talking to yourself. You will never get biased feedback. I like it because sometimes I think about things and I imagine like what would I say and how would I react to it, and it's cool because you're you never get biased feedback. You never get fake people telling you their own agenda, so they kind of persuade you. No, your true thoughts are your true thoughts. So explain yourself just enough where you don't. I really like that. I've done that already. And again, many of these things I've already experienced. So if you guys know, very little of them I learned from someone else. Like, I typically experience these things all. Again, the majority of these lessons of the day. That's why I write them down, because they just come to me because I experienced them. So same thing with you young boys. When you tell me, I wrote them down. Like Benny told me some. So I think Isaac did too. So, but yeah, explain yourself just enough where you don't, because that makes you mysterious. That makes you, or people are curious about you. And then, if you want to sell an idea, if you want to exert power, show that you are powerful, you just explain a little bit so they get it, but they still don't get it. That's one powerful thing I have towards your mother. She told my sister in the beginning of this fiasco that she felt bad at calling the police because she just didn't know what I was thinking. She thought the worst, but she didn't know what I was thinking. And in an interesting way, that's good. That's very powerful in business and almost in a relationship too. But your mom didn't trust me. And I don't know if she still ever trusted me. But it's still good to keep them on their toes, because you're the leader. That's what makes you special. They don't know what you're going to do. That's powerful. And I incorporate that now. And you will see, boys. Time will tell. Because it's all designed. Like I said, it's very powerful. And part of it is not talking about it. Again, explain yourself just enough where you don't explain yourself. And again, the future looks bright. Just takes time. So next one, please don't remember people don't remember what you say. They remember how you make them feel. That means a lot. Even today, I went to Papa John's, the same guy that I've seen all the time. I do this as a leader. Like, when you know you're a leader, they follow you. So when you wave hi, you look at them straight in the eye and you wave. That means you give them that attention that nobody gives. So they want it so much. And I did an experiment. They just naturally follow. They don't even know why. They put their hand up. They just see me do it and they just follow. Because it's unique. Not a lot of people say hi anymore. And I've done that many times. And now it's just out of nature or out of habit. I would do it, and I did it to the guy at Papa John's today. And he waved hi, and I didn't even wave hi yet. He just did it, and I'm like, I remember I've done that many times to him, and now he's used to it. Again, that's power that you give people, and they feel empowered. So they remember how you make them feel. They don't remember the handshake. They just remember, man, this guy made me feel good because he acknowledged me with a simple hi. And you just naturally do whatever because you feel like you're cared for. And again, you can take advantage of that. I don't, but again, it's possible. Just, again, you got to know who your enemies are. You got to know who your allies are. And this world is cruel. So you have to ruffle a few feathers. But if you're a man of your word and strong to what you believe in, they will take that force and they will respect it and they will walk away. That's a whole different story. But yeah, always make them feel good, and you will have a follower. And I don't mean a follower on dumb internet. Those are no followers. They're just viewers, they're lookers. But a true follower will understand your meaning, and all it stems from just making them feel good. That's how they drive into whatever you want them to do. So keep that in mind. Out of sight, out of mind. So think of that for food. You know, if you don't have it in your cupboard, you're never going to eat it. If you have it inside your house, you're going to eat it. So out of sight, out of mind. Same thing with bad news, bad people, family or bad people. You know, if you don't have them in your life, or AKA out of sight, you won't think about them. And you have to think about that, because a lot of people are going to ruin your life. And a lot of them are close people that say they love you. It's the world, boys. You're going to experience too. We will never let you get away from that. We can try to be fake and say, oh, I'll protect you. Nope. You're experiencing it now with no father. No matter how much they try to justify and make you feel good, it's not the same. So keep that in mind when you say out of sight, out of mind. And then with drugs, so many bad things. I talked about the things you can't control, people screwing you over. But the things you can control, definitely get them out of your sight, because especially the bad ones. Your drugs, alcohol, sex. Like I mentioned before, if you can't control sex drive, it'll be just as bad as addiction. It'll ruin you. And you'll ruin many other people, because a lot of times kids come from that. And that's why it's sad that many men truly abandon their kids. And I'm in that category. Even though I cry every day, even though I want you guys every day, I'm still in that category that I'm abandoning you guys. But only God knows. That's why you have to be strong in loving God. Don't go to these dumb churches that follow these little rules. No, you got to truly love God by just breathing in His Spirit, His love, and do good. That's it. You don't need to go to Mass a million times. You don't need to pray a million times. God knows exactly what you're doing. Do good. And that's one way to do good, is by getting out of sight all those bad things that could ruin our family, that can ruin our lives. You guys don't have a family yet of your own, but you will. You guys are very attractive, and if you're like me, you can get a woman very easily. So your time will come. Next one, I think I'm into the newer ones here. It is good to appear dumb. You will then see who are your allies or your enemies. Oh, man, I love that. Just be quiet. When you go into a room or a meeting, just let them talk. You're going to realize they know a lot of information, so you are just as powerful as they are now. You got their information. They didn't get your information. And then also, the ones you realize they don't know shit. They'll say blah, blah, blah. You're like, he's just full of shit. So you realize who they are. You realize, you find a lot of information about them. Whether your opinion about them, if they're a good individual when it comes to business or relationship. And then when it comes to enemies or allies, you're going to realize, well, will they take advantage of me? Because when you see a dumb person, you can take advantage of them very easily. You see someone weak and you take advantage of them. And typically tough, strong-willed men will. But even a stronger-willed man will take it a step further. But let me teach them so we can become a bigger asset, a bigger team. And that's where you can realize who are your allies then. But then if they try to take advantage of you, you know, okay, that's how they operate. And you can use that as your advantage as well. Maybe you want someone to be on your team that's the enforcer that will take advantage of it. That's the other thing, boys. You need to to have those type of people around your side. The enforcer, I call it. The tough guy. The ones that will do things that you will probably not do. But you acknowledge it and you agree with it, because overall that takes power. And what do we want? We want power. So you gotta have a good team around you. So doesn't mean that they are your enemies, but they can be enemies of your enemies, which is an ally. So you gotta look at that too. But all that, all that can be taken care of by just being dumb and listen. So figure that one out. That's pretty cool. Alright. Anyone can be taken advantage of. If you can do, but not often. So that's the other thing too. Yeah, you can take advantage of a lot of people. If you can, do it, but not often. Because again, they might remember it, they might have revenge, but you may have to. You have to show toughness. It's the way business is. Again, I never put that into my relationship. I was always, quote unquote, weak. I always respected your mother. I didn't say, oh, this is I'm the boss here. No. And unfortunately, the one time I did it, I was so frustrated. I got recorded because of that. So I'm painted as this mean, evil man. But it wasn't true. I just got so frustrated. And yeah, I said it. But I know that that's not me. She recorded at the worst moment of my life. When I'm the lowest of the low. And that hurts me too, boys. Again, man. The people who will say they love you the most will screw you the most. So, and that's what she did. Instead of understanding why I say those things out of context, because I was just so frustrated with everything that's going on, losing my job, just not being able to pay the bills again. No, she was like, no, I'm going to kick him while he's down. I'm going to record it. Even though he barely talks like this, I'm going to do it. But yeah, like I said, even your mom will take advantage of people. Her own husband. So, again, if you can take advantage of people, do it. But not often. Because you get more enemies than allies. And that's the game, boys. That's the name of the game. Get more allies, more people on your side, than more people are not on your side. That's how it is. So, next one, don't look in the past. Look in the present and the future. Only then you can have a clear mind. I always say, they always say what I read, look in the present, like don't even look in the future, look in the present. I don't agree with that. I do agree with not looking in the past, because that will screw you. Again, that's why I'm in misery, because I can't get my past out of my mind, which is you guys. So I have to live with it. It's not good, because I don't have a clear mind. But those small moments, those distractions that I have throughout the day, I have a clear mind. I understand what I need to do. I'm looking to the present. But also I would even add into the future, because that what makes me have a plan, a clear mind to have a plan that favors me. So that's why I would add the future part. I have a little butt problem. Whenever I sit down on a hard surface for a long time, when I get up real quick or move positions, it kind of hurts me. And when I cough, it's even worse. Fun things of being 36. I didn't meet. I went to, go into a tangent real quick. Let me pause these, because I want to tell you something about how nature will take its course. So I was at DoorDash in Belmead and I went to go pick up 2 orders of DoorDash at Whataburger, right there on the 340 loop in Lakeshore. Well, we had beautiful evenings there, the boys and I. I have videos of that. They're on YouTube. They're just beautiful. That we're just hanging out, having fun. Again, don't look in the past. And a girl came up to me. She's like, "Don't I know you?" And she was pretty, very pretty. And I'm like, a Mexican girl, and I'm like, no. And then I looked at her name tag. I'm like, Maida? I'm like, I don't know Maida. She looks very young, so I'm like, I don't know you. And I felt weird because I'm like, who are you? And I was like, nah, I don't recall. And so, you're the boys. You have 2 boys, right? The young ones. And she was like, Chiquitin. And I'm like, oh, you mean Benny? And she was like, yeah, and Isaac. And I'm like, yeah. She was like, you're their dad. And she was like, I remember you at VBS. And I think it's coming back, basically. I'm like, okay, I remember a girl that kind of looked at her. But, again, boys, that never, even though she was pretty, you don't look at those things. I was very happy with your mother. So I thought it was funny. I'm like, I kind of have a memory of you, but nothing lasts more than 2 seconds. So I got nothing. So I was like, oh, okay. And again, young girl, very happy, smiling at me, talking to me. Nature will come, boys. And she's underage. She's 17. And she's talking to me, and I'm like, okay, I know where this is going. And she even mentioned, oh, when I turn 18, I'll invite you to my graduation. And I just laugh at it. I'm like, man, like, and she kept smiling. She kept talking to me. And I was very open because she mentioned the boy, and she mentioned you guys, and it just hurted me, man. Now, how can I lie? How can I lie to say, oh, they're fine, oh, they're great? I was like, my wife and I divorced. She's like, oh my gosh. She was like, I'm sorry to hear that. And if you want to talk about a woman consoling boys, maybe it's a bad thing of saying that I'm divorced, because, man, a motherly feature of a mother that's natural to them. They just want to care for someone that's hurting. So it's a turn on to women, because, man, she like turned right away of like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, and I hope everything goes okay, but you'll find someone better. And I was like, oh my God. And she's like, it's okay, you always, there's always someone else. And I'm like, why am I talking to this person for? Like, and she just didn't stop talking to me. And in my head, I was like, well, give her 2 years. Wait till she's old enough. But I thought about it. Because there's a girl that just is happy to talk to me. And I didn't go to no club. I didn't go look for it. It just came to me. And the way she was telling me about you guys, how she was caring about you guys, just hurted me, man. I wanted to cry there. Yeah, I was like, I'm like, did you see them? She's like, yeah, I saw them. Because I didn't go to the VBS this year. She said it happened in June. So it just sucked, man. But yeah, it's easy to meet a girl. It doesn't matter. As a guy, even better if she's younger. I look freaking young. My glasses and everything. And this is the world, boys. I can find a better woman than your mother. But she cannot find a better man than me. It's just the way it is. I wish it was different. It's all perversion when it comes to women. You're going to learn in this world. It doesn't matter if it's 2,000 years ago or the most modern day as today. Women will always be considered for one thing. It's the way life is, man. I wish it was like that. I wish it was not like that for women. That's why they always will struggle. because they'll always be looked down on. They can be tough, they can have all things, but nature will take its course. Woman will always be weak. Woman will always be made for intimacy, and a man for strength. That's it. And your mother was so much better than that when we were in God's holy family. But when you separate that, she's just another person to have sex with. I hate saying that, because your mother is not like that. She has so much to offer, so much love, so much caring. But at the end of the day, that does not matter, boys. Men will look at her as used. Paseada. They made songs about this. Una cualquiera. But they don't say that about guys. There's no paseado guys. No. We can always start over again. And women, they can try to start over, but it'll be hell. It'll be more miserable than anything. It's just the way it is. That's why I almost feel sorry for your mother. I want to be there. She doesn't deserve that. But that's what divorce is. It's so perverted, man. So she will most likely find another man, because another man will find her very sexually attractive. Your mother's very attractive. But that's all. They don't care about you. They can say they love you guys and everything, but it doesn't matter. They're going to push, and your mother will most likely not be able to have kids anymore, because Vincent was very hard for her. But who knows? Even, let's say she does have another child from another man. You guys will always be second. It's the way it is. That's nature. You cannot mess with God's holy family. His plan for a holy family. You can't. And then if she doesn't have kids from another, still the same concept, boys. He's there to love her. And he can try to say, oh, I love the kids too. It's just nature, man. Don't mess with me. I'm just a messenger. That's why it's very disgusting, divorce. We try to justify it, but it ruins everyone's lives. I'll find another woman, and I didn't say this, but I'll be miserable. You think it's cool to start all over again? To find another woman? No. I hate it. I'm leaving my family behind. My true family. That's why it sucks, man. It's not good for anybody. Not for me, not for mom. That's why I still believe that my mistake of a plate was fixable. Because I'm a loving father and a loving husband. Just crap happens, and I got frustrated, and I burst it out. I lost my temper, but it has nothing to do with how good of a man or a husband I am, or a father I am. But what she did was way much worse than what I did. She separated our family. I can't do nothing about it. So, I digress. Like I said, it sucked. I said bye to her. I'll probably see her again, because I go there a couple times for DoorDash. I don't go there a lot, but sometimes I do. It could be nothing either. Like I said, I control my sexuality drive. So it's not like, oh my gosh, I like her and everything. No. But nature will take its course. And I understand how easily convinced young women are. And we take advantage of that as men. In a nice way. Not as an evil way, but a nice way to be with them. Because that's what we want. Men are very simple. We want sex and we want food. That's it. Sex and food. And we will give our lives to you. Just for those two things. We will die for you. Just for those two things. That's what well, not for you guys, but for the wife, for the woman. We'll give our lives up for the woman. If we can just have those two things. Again, that's nature. Been 8 months and counting. All I keep thinking about is how sexy your mom's body is. Sorry. And also her great tinga food. Her beautiful, I call flautas, but taquitos, she would say. with the sour cream and aguacate and tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, beans. It's like a whole fiesta. Everything else is small, but those are two things. So let me go back. So when negotiating, if you want to talk about pivot, when negotiating, don't be needy. Explain why a partnership would be best for them as well. People like that, they are getting something. Or people like that, they are getting something. Oh, because they are getting something. So that's really what I did at the club. You know, like, hey, I'm not asking you to dance. I want to talk so we both like each other. Because I got a lot to offer. So know your worth, boys. And when you're confident in that, it will portray and they would say, shit, he's got something. I need it. And I'm getting something out of it too, so okay. So speak with conviction. So, but yeah, partnership. Not in a relationship. I hate using partnership in a marriage, but again, it's all upside down now with marriage, man. I told you my plan, what I want to do, but I have to accumulate at least 10 million to get that going. Maybe more, maybe double, 20, because I have to think about the housing. But yeah, I don't know if you remember, but yeah, just seek certain type of women out who only care about money. And again, it goes back to what they're good for. And if you find the weird ones, not the weird ones, but the odd ones, they will take money. And that's what they're good for. So use that to your advantage and have lawyers by your side, make contracts, say, hey, you can give up your rights, but you can see them every once in a while, but this is my child, and in exchange, we'll give you, 300,000, $250,000, and they will take it. So again, that's what they do. Not all of them, but certain ones, and deep down, everyone, but they just don't admit it. As far as women, I learned that through your sister, through your mom's sister, and through your mother. Money will change people, man. That's when you think money is God. When you're like me and use money as a tool, it does not change you. And if I ever have daughters, I'll tell them that. Because there's a difference between loving money and using money as a tool. So don't forget that, boys, because it will conquer you just like any other vice. So again, don't be needy. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I have to do. No, like, I'm here to see if it's beneficial. If it isn't, always be open to walk away. My phone is dying, so it went from 20 to 10. So before it dies, let me get the charger. We're at 38 minutes. I'll probably stop in the next 10, 15 minutes. So hold on a second. Excuse me. All right. Let's put a charger up here. May have to hold the phone. So much work. I have to hold the phone. Oh my gosh. I'm lazy. Alright, so I guess I have to hold it like this then. But yeah, next one. Watch ASMR. I don't know what it stands for. ASMR. So let me finish it. Watch ASMR of bespoke dress shoes and suit making. It teaches you patience and calmness. Oh yeah. Again, I sought that out. I searched for it because it brought me peace and calmness and patience, which is the opposite of frustration and ultimately anger. But your mom didn't approve of that. It was unorthodox. It wasn't part of the system of going to these fat, ugly, fake women who try to tell me how to be a parent when she has no kids at all and freaking fat as hell, ugly as hell. Her snatch is dry as hell. That's a little too adult for you boys. Don't look up Snatch. But hey, you're gonna learn. Might as well learn from your dad. So, but yeah, just so upside down. It was worthless. It wasn't. Again, I don't like to waste time. If I'm not working to change, then we're wasting time. That's why I didn't go with it. But your mom didn't believe that. She believed this whole fake stuff, like, oh, it's on paper. But so many people do it on paper just to cheat the system. Oh, let's follow it. They're not interested in changing. They're just interested in going with the flow and getting past a step. That's fake. I'm not fake. I wanted to change. I understood I had a problem. I understood that I got angry. And man, it's not even to the level of true angry people. There's some very vicious, angry people that hurt them, hurt their loved ones, truly. I'm not at that level, boys. I got frustrated. That's it. That's it, man. But yeah, that's why I looked for other things. I went on YouTube. I looked at so many. I looked up classical music. I looked up Dr. Snipes. I looked up EWTN. I looked up different business podcasts that makes me feel like, oh, you got to do it. Keep on going. I looked up 48 Laws of Power, and part of the laws talked about how I mentioned it before, like it distorts your clear mind and takes away power. That was attracted to me, power. And I didn't realize that I was losing power because I couldn't control my anger. So, I know Isaac did this one time. I mean, it's common for a lot of people, but your Uncle Dito did it. I do it. But you shouldn't bite your nails, but it is what it is. If this is my only vice or my only bad habit, I'll take it. Don't judge me. So yes, look it up, ASMR, then type in handmade bespoke shoes or bespoke suits. It's just so beautiful. Some of them even on YouTube have classical music in the background. You just see the precision. And that's why I want to tell you, I don't know if it's on the lessons, but I'll tell you now. Ironing your shirts. Every gentleman should iron your shirt. I don't know if if your aunts sent you this video. Probably not. But I sent them this video. It was like a 40-second video of me ironing and just telling you guys like a lesson. Like, hey, every gentleman should know how to iron his shirt. It does two things. One, especially when you're younger. One, you help mom so she doesn't take time to iron your own shirts, so you're more responsible and you're helping mom. And two, you look good. You look very, very gentlemanly, very elegant when you have a clean iron shirt. You look very respectable too in society, and that's good. People will respect you, and that's part of having power. So you're going to realize a lot of people don't like power because not a lot of people can obtain it. But I believe we can. I believe God blessed us with this power that I have. And you guys are going to have it too if we're together. If not, you're not going to get it. Because the people that you're with, your mom and her family, are not powerful. They may have money, but they're not powerful. And I wouldn't even say have money. Just doesn't. They're stagnant and they're spending it more than they make. They don't know. Again, you really have to train yourself to keep money. We can all make money. We're all lucky. You know, anyone can get lucky. A dead clock is right two times every time because it goes around. So it's dead. So it means nothing, but it looks right 2 times out of the day. But it doesn't mean that they're smart. So they may be lucky, but they're not smart. We are smart. And I hope you guys get back with me. Because if not, it's just sad. But I will send this information to other people. Especially if nature takes over and I have another family. Again, I hate that. But you can't control it, man. That's something you cannot control, no matter how much you try to do it. Especially in a divorce, well, every time in a divorced family, you can't control it because you broke up something beautiful. So, but anyways, so yeah, the suit making is so beautiful. Like, you just the precision of it and just calmness. And that's why I like doing things, because it takes time to make something beautiful. Same thing with the marriage. It takes time. And if you're not with it, that's the other thing I like it. If you're not with it, if you're not for that, you will not find beauty. It takes time to have beauty. It took time for us, and we only spent 11 years together. It was beautiful. Just imagine if we lasted longer. Part of me says we will last longer. I still have hope. It's stupid, because the world tells me you're dumb for having hope. But I have hope that your mother will wake up one day and realize what a bad mistake she's doing. I may go to prison, man. All because I couldn't stop seeing my family. And I was a criminal for doing that. But you can't be a victim. Again, you can't be a victim, man. All right. Probably got 10 more minutes. I want to stop before an hour. Let's see. So I did that. So yeah, look up bespoke shoes and suit making. A lot of them are Asian too. Japanese as well. Or Japanese specifically. So it says, we struggle. We all struggle. Nobody wants to hear yours. It is true. It's almost the same thing like I mentioned before. 80% of people don't care about your problems. And, there's an ant or something. What is that? Something that I just killed. It was a little small one. So 80% of people don't care about about your problems, and 20% of people actually like that you have those problems. They enjoy that you have those problems. So, and same thing, we all struggle. Nobody wants to hear yours. They just don't have time to listen to your struggles. So and again, this therapy crap is for the birds. Have a cigar. Go out, have a cigar with respectable adult people. That will make you feel better. Go watch a movie at the theater. Do something. But these stupid vices, don't do that. Don't talk to people about your struggles, because they don't give a shit, because they have the same struggles as you. So there's no progress. But if you go out, have a cigar, talk about shit, not about your struggles, but just whatever, that's so much better. So keep that in mind, boys. Your mom will try to push you to talk to someone and all this. It means shit. They should talk to me. You guys should talk to me. We should have just chatting, hanging out, watching a movie, talking about anything. But don't talk about your struggles, because it's stupid. God gives us the capacity to understand our problems, and we have to take it in, and we take it out by having good people around us. But don't talk about it. Again, it's very a thin line. You basically talk about it by not talking about it. You just there. And who else better than your own brothers? Have a cigar with your brother. Go out, watch a movie with your brother. That's why they're there. Bond with your brother. And I'm telling you, shit will get out of your brain very easily. So, let's watch this one. It's a YouTube video. Do you really want to achieve your goals? Let's see if you can hear it. Some of them are not available.
Accept the pain. Smile at the pain. Embrace the pain. Pain is the gatekeeper of destiny. Pain is there to ask you one simple question. Do you really want to achieve your goals? Or are you just a talker? Accept the pain. Smile at the pain.
That helps too. Smile at the pain. Embrace it. then they ask you that simple question. Do you really want to change who you are, or are you just a talker? Oh, I love that one. It's a good one. So keep that in mind. The same thing I imagine when you guys come at me, 10, 15 years from now, when you guys are old enough to become adults and when we don't have to go through the court system anymore. You'll be just an adult. And the first thing your guys come to me is like, what the fuck? How come you didn't come to me? How come you weren't there, Dad? How come you left us? All this fucking shit that your family will poke and put in your brains, in your minds, to convince you guys that I was this asshole and piece of shit dad. And I'm gonna laugh because I'll two things I'll tell you: watch all 300 plus videos probably at that time, because it's like 2 something right now, and probably even 400. Who knows? 400 videos. You watch those and come back to me. But if you don't have time to watch those videos, imagine that all that shit you thought was true. Then what? What are you going to do? Are you going to be a fucking pussy about it? Because everyone struggles. Nobody wants to hear yours. What the fuck are you going to do now? Are you going to cry about it? Are you going to hurt yourself? Believe me, I want to hurt myself every fucking day when I didn't have you guys. For months and months and months, it felt like eternity. And I kept going. So don't give me this shit about, why you weren't there for me. Fuck it. Life happens. People will fuck you over. Your own wife will fuck you over. Your own wife's family will fuck you over. But what are you going to do? Are you going to sit down and be a sissy? Or are you going to make a change? Are you going to say, fuck that. I'll do what I need to do. And that's what I chose. I said, fuck them. And by that time, I'll be successful. Because that's the mentality I have. 1 + 1 = 2. It's going to happen. I made 1 sale right now. It's going to happen, boys. It's going to click. Just time. And I have the time. And like I said, I would not shed no tears. I've shed many tears already. But when you guys come to me, when I'm that age, 15 years from now, I'm not going to cry at all. I'm not, because God knows what I did. I saved you guys from even more misery. You just have half misery. Because divorce will screw you no matter what. We ain't getting out of it. We're all going to suffer mentally. But I just cut in half because you won't get the other side. Again, there's 2 sides in divorce. And the kids will suffer on both sides. So I just saved you half of the misery. You're welcome. But yeah, I will be that strong to you, boys. Take the pain. Embrace it. Because that's the world. I'm not the answer nor the messenger. Nor the corrector. I'm just the messenger. There's nothing we can do about it. We will suffer. It's the way it is. Even if without a divorce, we will suffer. Just life. So, but what are you going to do about it? After so much crying, after so much agony and despair and misery, what do? Go up and continue selling suits. And continue doing DoorDash. Why? I have no fucking clue. Because I want to delete myself and my life many times. I tried to do it twice. I did do it twice. And many times, I still think about it. But I still continue on. I have no idea. But that's life, man. What the fuck are you going to do about it? Your turn. So, let's go. Well, we're at 55. I'll stop at that one. Yeah. So anyways, that's a number of them. So that's pretty cool. Let me close this one out. That's a good one to end. I think I'm gonna go to bed, boys. What is it? It's 10:30. Still a good time, but I did a lot. I shut down. Did a lot, boys. Excuse me. Ate 2 meals of steaks. I gotta get a fridge so I can at least save it. But let me turn this off here. The speaker here.
Power off.
There you go. Let me charge it here. Oh, it won't lose charge. All right. So, anyways, I'll let you guys go. Another day of DoorDash. Like I said, it's kind of exciting. Getting money more and more, and like I said, once I sell more suits, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, but it sucks, man. Like I said, I just want your mother. I want our family back. I know you guys find it disgusting, but you're gonna learn as men when you get older. When you give all your life to one woman, she's just so sexy. And when I say sexy, I mean everything, not just her body, just everything. Her smile, the way she walks, her little feet, her beautiful fingers. Just so fucking amazing, man. How she kisses you, how she hugs you, how she looks at you, how she says certain words to you, her accent, the way she walks into the room, the way she smiles, fucking everything, man. But again, this is fucking life, man. You gotta keep on going. There's no fucking other way. So, but I think I'm gonna start saving money to start buying food instead of DoorDash. It saved me a couple $100 a month, so it does help, but I want to be healthy, man. I feel like I can do it. And it just looks sexy. I keep seeing guys with like tough bodies, and I'm like, man, I bet that's what Nancy likes. And I'm like, shit, I can do it. I can be that person. I can have a sexy body. I can. I got 2-pack already. I went to the 5-Star Nutrition on New Road and Franklin by the Academy, and I did my little BP, like little diagnostic test. I got 36% body fat, and you want to be at 15 to kind of show your muscles and stuff. So I'm halfway there, and it's gonna be cool. But again, you gotta be careful because many women will see that and they will find it sexy. So, but I'm a strong man. I control my sexuality drive. Should be good. But what's gonna kill me is the nature part, which is just liking someone smiles at me. So simple things that make me happy, man. So I loved your mother. She always listened to me. And I don't mean like, oh, I tell her what to do. Like, she cared about my feelings. She cared about my thoughts. She listened to my feelings. That's fucking sexy, man. You just feel, again, it's all, you want to be loved. That's it, man. She did it. So I want to get under an hour, so it's at 58 now, so almost 59. So I'll see you guys later. Like I said, I'm counting down, man. Probably within a month, I'll probably do, not often, I'll probably do just once a month after that, just to kind of check in. I don't know, or certain big things happen throughout the month, I might check in. But again, I gotta continue on with my life, man. Sucks. I've given you all my lessons, or I will give you all my lessons, and that's all I can do, man. I do not. I may go over the hour. That's all right. Who has limits anyways? Who puts limits in life? But I do not participate. I want nothing to do with that divorce life. It's misery. And I'm cutting it in half for you guys because you will be in misery, but you just have one-sided. That's it. Instead of two-sided, which is horrible. Double the horror. But I'm saving you guys, but it will hurt me, man. But that's the sacrifice I take. And no one will know that, only God. You guys, but even you guys will be invalid to understand because you'll be convinced easily. And it's not your fault, it's just you're young and naive and very convincing. Very gullible. Just like that young 17-year-old girl. And she's 17. Just imagine starting from your age, which is 8 and below. So it just sucks. They know it. They know they can easily convince you. But I'd want nothing to do with it. When I see your mother next time, I'll probably be in divorce court, if she's even there. I almost hope that she's not. Because I don't want nothing. I've said all I've said. All I needed to say on these videos. These 200 plus and close to 300 plus now. And, you know, when time passes, it'll probably be close to 400 videos. I don't need to say anything else to her. Because there's no point. No matter what, you fight. No matter what. Because this is a time to fight. Quietly. And then turns into more vicious. Because divorce, everything evil is permissible. And I want nothing to do with it, boys. And it's sad to sacrifice and not being with you guys. But I'm saving you misery. Not taking it away. I can't take your misery away. You will be miserable. But I'm saving you some misery. So you don't have to endure all of it. And we have to continue on. So I'm going to watch Tubi movies until I get tired and go to bed. It's another day, another dollar with spirits, and I don't drink. I may have a cigar here. I don't know. I may have a glass, maybe tomorrow. But again, every time I think of one, I'm like, I'd rather have water. So it's just funny. Like, it's just not part of me. I have no idea why. It looks cool just to be part of it. And I'll sip on one, but I saw some guys drink a lot at one time. Like, good Lord, how do you do that? It's crazy. But I love you, boys. I always love you, boys, man. And I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? I love you.